Hello everyone. Today I'm telling the story of a cartoon that starts with video games and ends with saving the universe through a hug. This is the full story of Regular Show. Season 1, 2, The Slackers and the Chaos. In Season 1, we meet Mordecai, a chill blue jay, and Rigby, a loud raccoon. They work at a park where they're supposed to do maintenance, but all they really do is slack off. Their boss, Benson, is a gumball machine with anger issues. There's Skips, the immortal yeti, muscle man and high five ghost who love pranking. And Pops, a sweet, rich lollipop man with the mind of a child. Every episode starts normal, like in Season 1, Episode 2, just set up the chairs. Seems simple, right? But somehow, chairs turn into death traps, and the park is destroyed. This becomes the pattern. Tiny task, dumb idea, supernatural explosion. One key episode is Season 1, Episode 12, Mordecai and the Rigbys. They use time travel to impress people with a fake band. It shows how quickly things spiral when they try to cheat life. By Season 2, Episode 6, Hello Governor, Rigby becomes so scared of a horror movie that the villain haunts him in real life. It's our first taste of how imagination becomes real in their world. Season 3, 4, real emotion, real stakes. By Season 3, things start to change. Mordecai falls for Margaret, the Red Robin barista.
Need more coffee. Need more Margaret.
And Rigby starts feeling left behind. In Season 3, Episode 17, Excellent, Rigby goes into a coma after trying to win an omelet-eating challenge, and Mordecai sits by his bed the entire time. This show may be ridiculous, but their friendship is real. Rigby even dies in Season 2, Episode 19, and is briefly replaced by a robot. We learn that Skips is not just cool, he's also tragic. In Season 5, Episode 9, Skip's Story, we find out he was once in love. He became immortal to try and protect the universe after she died. Then, everything explodes, literally. In Season 4, Episodes 1 and 2, Exit 9B. All their past mistakes come back as villains in a full-blown war. The team must unite to save the park. It's the first time Regular Show feels like it's telling a bigger story. And by Season 4, Episode 36, Stake Me Amadeus, Margaret leaves for college. Mordecai is heartbroken, and we see just how human these cartoon animals really are. Season 5, 6, Growing Up or Not. In Season 5, Mordecai starts dating CJ, the cloud girl. It's awkward, sweet, and complicated. Meanwhile, Rigby begins to grow. He finally admits he never graduated high school. In Season 5, Episode 26, Real Date, Mordecai learns that being honest is more important than trying to impress anyone. Thomas, the goat intern, turns out to be a Russian spy in Season 6, Episode 20, The Real Thomas. Yep, the show just goes there.
Came from Commander Romanov. Operation Park Lift. We would obtain bogus credentials and sneak into the States. I would become Thomas, an average college student. We entered the US with surprisingly little resistance. Phase 1. Travel to target site. Inquire about internship opportunities. Say you will work for free. At the first chance possible, I would risk my life for the park. I would gain my coworkers' trust. I would fade into the background. I would say and do almost nothing. Phase 2. Make preparations for Phase 3.
In Season 6, Episode 27, Dumped at the Altar, Mordecai is left by CJ on what was supposed to be their wedding day. That's when he starts asking the real question. What do I want to do with my life?
I already know what you're gonna say, so save it. You don't know who your soulmate is? Here. You didn't even point in my direction.
CJ!
Rigby also matures, finally graduating in Season 7, Episode 37, Rigby's Graduation Day Special. He even gives a heartfelt speech that Mordecai couldn't.
I'm not good at this kind of thing. I'm not good at a lot of things. I wasn't even good at high school. But that didn't matter. I just wanted to accomplish something. And yeah, maybe at first I was just trying to impress my girlfriend. She's smart and cool and loves rocks and modern dance. Hi, Eileen. Hey, Rigby. But I wouldn't be standing up here if that was all there was to it. You see, it's pretty easy not to graduate from high school. I did it by playing video games and straight up chilling. Then when I set out to get my diploma, I figured life was gonna get a lot harder. I took what I was told were the easiest classes, and I still had to do stuff. Like scale the wall of a cave. I had to go to China, which is very far away for those of you that didn't go to high school. I even had to beat a guy in a takeout food race. Sounds pretty hard, right? Well, warning! What I'm about to tell you will blow your mind! Are you ready, America? Yeah! Once you do the hard stuff, it becomes not that hard. I may not be the man I used to be, the one who didn't graduate from high school, but unexpectedly, awesomely, I can still do the fun stuff he did. In fact, my Alley Fight Dude's 4 score has never been better. I've come a long, long way, and in the end, I still get to be me, but better. Now you're probably saying to yourselves, how did he do it? And for why? The answer is, I did these things for myself. Not to impress anyone, but because I'm surrounded by impressive people. People who lifted me up and showed me that it's possible to do great, hard things. Eileen, of course. My best friend Mordecai. My parents, and even Don in his own way, I guess. Yes, America, today I may inspire you, but I'm just part of a larger chain reaction. Let my success today lift you up so that you too can do great, hard things. And after you, more people.
I am gonna eat my crusts.
I'm gonna eat my leafy greens.
And look, Roy's walking.
Muscle Man, the guy who once said "my mom" every 5 seconds. He settles down and marries Starla in Season 6, Episode 24, The End of Muscle Man. Even Benson finds love with Pam, a dome leader from space. Things are changing.
I really wanted to see you again.
Oh, Benson, you know, my life is just work, work, work. And even though we're both about to die a horrific and entirely preventable death, I'm really glad I got to spend this time with you.
But then, Pop starts acting strange, and we realize this whole show is building to something much, much bigger. Season 7, 8, The Cosmic Battle. By Season 7, the tone shifts. We learn Pops has a twin, Anti-Pops, who was locked away in a dimension made of lollipops. In Season 8, the entire park is launched into space. Why? Because Pops is actually a being of pure good, and his twin brother is a being of pure destruction. Their destinies are locked in a cosmic cycle. Each time they battle, and the universe is reset over and over again. Now, in this cycle, they're fighting again. But this time, Pops wants to break the loop. Season 8 final episodes, the end of the beginning. In Season 8, episodes 27 to 29, the trilogy titled A Regular Epic Final Battle. Everything comes to an end. Mordecai and Rigby fight beside Skips, Benson, Muscle Man, and Eileen. They travel through time, face impossible odds, and try to protect Pops. But in the end, Pops makes the choice. He hugs Anti-Pops, tells him he loves him, and together they drift into space and vanish. And the universe resets peacefully. Epilogue, growing older. The series ends by jumping forward in time. Mordecai becomes a painter and finds love with a Batwoman. Rigby marries Eileen. They have 2 daughters. Muscle Man is a dad. Benson runs the park. Skips still guards the balance of things. And Pops? He sends a final VHS tape through space. Smiling, he says, "Jolly good show." Then the screen fades to black. Regular show starts with slacking off, but ends with selflessness, growth, and a message. Even weirdos can save the universe. Even slackers can grow up. And even the silliest days can shape who we become. Thanks for listening.